Hello there and good morning. Yes, it looks a little bit different today because Julie, guess who forgot to bring her camera stand to work with her this morning? Yes, that would be me. So I arrived at work at 10 o'clock. I'd got all the things out to do the card. I'd got them all out yesterday, which I always usually do on a Monday before I leave. I get everything out for this morning's card. And then I got here and suddenly I had the awful feeling that I knew I'd left my stand that my phone sits in above my desk. And I tidied up yesterday and I'd put it down the side of the table and I've obviously walked straight past. So good morning, folks. It looks a bit different because I've had to do a makeshift I've had to make a makeshift stand, which involves this lovely crate here. So this crate here has got a ruler stuck on the top of it with my phone precariously dangled on it. So if anything, I'm happy that I've worked out how to be resourceful, but I don't want to experience anyway, I don't want to experience the anxiety that I had when I realised I'd not got my stand. So typically I've got quite a lot of people watching this morning. It's been a bit quieter lately, but hey, if you want me to refilm this again to the ladies who have signed up to the coffee and card, then I'm happy to film it again, but hopefully you should still be able to see what I'm up to with my new little setup today. I was going to do a lovely Facebook Live as well and I'd got it all planned out, and I think I best not do that. So I hope you can see okay. Please do leave me a comment that you can see my desk and you can see things that I've got out. I know we've got this crate going on here, but I can put my glues and stuff there, can't I? Out of the way. So what a palaver, eh? Right, so, okay, I'm just going to grab a block. Right. So do please let me know that you can see okay. So we are using the Happy Hedgehogs today. This is week 2 of Coffee and Card. Week 2 of round 19, and it's week 101 for me. Thanks, Anne, thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's a bit rustic. It's a bit of a rustic setup this morning, but hey, it is what it is, and at least I've been able to do it. I was just so glad that I found a way to do it. So in your pack, we are going to make this card. I can't zoom in today. I daren't even touch my phone at all. So I'm not zooming in, I'm sorry. It's literally balancing like it's on a springboard or diving board. So that is the card that we're going to do today. And what I wanted to achieve, it is a bit of a rustic card actually. I wanted to do a card with this set that hasn't got a hedgehog on it. So I've used the bird and I've used this tree, but I've used it horizontally as a branch. So I've done it as if it's a branch, okay? So in our pack we have a crumb cake card base, then you have a piece of it's from the In Good Taste papers that we'll be leaving us in the current catalogue, the big catalogue, and I have die cut this already for you with one of the basic borders dies which I've hardly used, and I wanted to use them for you on the card so you can see what a lovely addition they add to your card. Thank you, Wendy, for your lovely comment. And then we have one of these lovely die cut shapes, and these are from the Hippo and Friend dies. Now I've snuck in this ribbon, which I think has retired actually, but I thought you only see a tiny bit of it here, just a little bit of glimmer there, and then a lovely piece of linen thread, which is my favourite embellishment, and it is very rustic, is the linen thread. So I'm just going to grab, what was I going to grab? My mat for stamping on. I've actually sat in a different place today because I was going to, because it's really sunny. So I've sat at my desk where my ink pads are and everything. I might actually sit here in the future because I quite like it. Okay, so, whew, right, panic over, at least we're on. Right, first things first, I'm going to do some stamping. So what we're using today is the tree stamp, and I'm using the bird stamp. And I'm going to stamp in basic grey. And what we need to do, I'm going to ink this up really carefully. I don't want to do any sharp movements on my desk and plunge you viewers onto my desk. What I'm going to do is, I'm stamping this, but I'm going to put this at the edge of my mat. I don't want to have the little grass bit, okay? So I want to try and get it stamped on, but I don't want the grass, right? And there we go. So that just fits really lovely without having the grass portion. In fact, I've probably stamped that better than the other one because I have got a little bit of rogue grass there. Right, so what I'm going to do now is take that blender pen that we got included in the kit. Don't know about a coffee this morning, and probably could do with a G&T. And I'm going to take my soft suede ink pad, pick up some ink and colour in. I've not stamped the bird yet, have I? Oh well, I can still colour this in. So I'm just going along the branches, along the... So I've just done that with the soft suede. I'm going to bring my mat back in and I'm going to stamp the bird. And that's going to be in basic grey again. Oh, bless you, Wendy. It's getting exciting. I emailed the hotel actually, because I need to go down and have a meeting with them. Right, I'm just going to stamp the bird. Sorry, you can see my head there as well on the screen. So the bird's going to sit there like that on the branch. And I'm going to colour in the bird now. I'm going to try and, what I did before was, I tried to colour in the top part quite dark. With the blender pen. And then sort of come down a bit lighter. You can't get the same effect with the blender pen as you do with the stamping blends. They will always be the superior sort of medium for colouring in, because you get so much of a good blend. But what I've tried to do is colour the bird sort of darker at the top. Kelly Farley, what a day you've chosen to join us from New Zealand, because I have an Archon stand, I don't know if you're aware of those, and my phone, it costs me quite a lot of money, but I use it like 3 times a week at least, and I work from an office that I rent, and I've gone and left my stand for my phone at home. So I've got a bit of a makeshift setup going on here this morning, and typically I've got more viewers than I've had for weeks on the copying card. So I've got my phone balanced on a ruler that's on this lovely rustic crate that's at the side of me. So do come back when I'm, Kelly, when I'm all set up in my normal circumstances. So I've coloured the bird in there with the soft suede and the ink pads, and now I'm taking a little bit of old olive and I'm just going to go over the leaves, and I let the ink fade out so we get a different gradient of colour. So we'll get some that are darker, and I can't zoom in today because I daren't touch this phone. I'm holding my breath until I finish today's live. Okay, so I've coloured so yeah, this is a really good idea. Oh, and I've got my favourite cards that I've done with this set, week 4 and 5, and I'm sure you'll be like thinking, oh, even more on week 4 and 5. Listen, if you order it, I'm happy to do you the card kits, and I can do you a special price for sending the card kits out so you can catch up. Just let me know. But don't miss out on the next coffee and card that starts in April, because that's going to be a cracking one. I'm now taking a bit of Flirty Flamingo. Just use what colours you have at home. I didn't specify that you needed, I did say you might need Poppy Parade or Real Red, so you could do these in red, but I'm just doing the buds in pinky colour, and then I'm going to do the flowers in yellow, but do them in whatever colours you've got. Because it's a neutral card, I just thought you could use whatever colours you had at home. So I'm using yellow Daffodil Delight, and I'm colouring in the centre, but I'm not going right to the edges, so I want them to be a little bit white at the edge. So yeah, the only colours I specified you really needed a soft suede old olive and red for the toadstool. But if you've got a floral colour, you could colour your flowers in red as well. So I've not spent ages colouring those flowers in, and I love how they look when you colour, you don't quite colour to the edge. Oh, you see that? There we go, Julie. Well, I hope that my dulcet Yorkshire tones will calm you down for a lovely night's sleep, Kelly. Yeah, just if you purchase it on my store, and I'll message you and we can sort something out. Right, so I've coloured that in. Okay, the next thing to do is we are going to stick this down, but before we do that, we've got our little bit of ribbon to pop round. Now it's best, glue and ribbon don't really work, so I always use, when I know I'm going to be working with ribbon, I always use double-sided tape. Oh, I must not forget my cappuccino that I've made. So let me just see how far down I want that. So I want it, it's not halfway down, it's probably a third of the way, maybe a bit more than a third. In between a third and a half. So I'm just taping this around. You see, and that's going to go on there, like that. Now what you can do is, if you're using tape, you can actually peel the tape off, and that can be part of your adhesive that you've got on there. So if you've got it on there, you may as well use it. Oops. Can't get that one off, so give it a rub. And then I'm going to add some glue. glue that down. And I have left a border. It's not the full length of the card, so I'm leaving a border all around the edge. Like that. Okay. Now this is going to sit here like this. And it means we just see a little bit of this glittery ribbon, and I'm going to feed this, just to give it a bit of interest, I'm going to feed this underneath, and I'm going to tie it in a bow. This is the linen thread. Oops. Okay, so it just creates a little bit of interest there, like that. I will trim that down. And then that is going to sit there on some foam pads layered up. I did get them out. Can we use these ones? My desk looks so funny. People are tuning in, they'll be thinking, what is going on with Julie and her desk today? So that's going to go on there like that. What's going on, Julie, with your desk? If only you could see this phone. I'm trying not to make any sharp movements. And finally, to finish, we've nearly got the card done. And I can't zoom in, so I'll make sure I put some photos on my socials for you to see it. I'm going to stamp now. I'm not going to use a greeting from the Daffodil Daydream actually. I'm going to use the Happy Mother's Day from it. And I'm going to stamp it in soft suede. I need that. Okay. A little practice. That's looking good. So I'm going to stamp it over here. Sorry if you see my head on screen. Oh, that looks nice. Happy Mother. That's quite juicy, that one. Happy Mother's Day. So I've done a Mother's Day card. I've got that many Mother's Day cards, which I don't need, all of them. I think I've got quite a few. I'm just going to trim this down, actually. Just fiddle about with that a little bit to get it how you want it. And I'm going to trim that down. And there is today's card. I've survived the session this morning, so I hope you could see that okay. Ladies who've got the kits and signed up to the class, you don't need me to refilm it, because I'd be really grateful if I don't have to refilm it. Anyway, if you think I've managed in the circumstances, then please give me a thumbs up. I would really love that if you think I deserve a thumbs up. So shall I show you next week's card? Next week's card is this one. Where is it? It's hiding. We have a little bit of red next week. And we're going to be using a toadstool. And we're going to be using the same tree stamp. We've got a little bit of an embossing folder going on. And guess what? More linen thread. So that is next week's card. the hedgehogs are back. You think I deserve a medal? Bless you, Wendy. Bless you. So that's next week's card. And here is this week's. Now, upcoming things. I wish I could show you, but I've got two very large boxes here over to my right. And they are for the Paper Crafts and Piano live event. One of them weighs 15 kilograms. It was a struggle to get it up the stairs. But yeah, got 3 seats left still on the Paper Crafts and Piano live event, which happens on the 23rd of April. So on the 5th of April, I'm starting round 20 of Coffee and Card, and it's with the new On the Horizon stamp set and the gorgeous, gorgeous New Horizons papers, which are these wonderful, wonderful scenic papers. They are 6x6 and they're just stunning. There's more than a full pack here, but you're going to get half a pack of these included in your kit. 2 options. One of the options is just the stamp set and the papers, and the option B includes the dies. I mean, we all love the dies as well, especially with that cute little fence. Now, there's no ink pad included. I have said you need Evening Evergreen, Misty Moonlight and Basic Grey. Blackberry Bliss would be helpful too, but those 3. And this is one of the cards that we're going to be doing. Oh, hi Anne. Oh, thanks Maria. I would say that about myself actually. I think I am quite resourceful. We don't often compliment ourselves, I find, and I think lockdown has made me that way. I probably was a bit resourceful before. So yeah, I knew there was some way I could create a stand with my phone stand not being here, and I tell you something, I won't make that mistake again. So this is one of the cards we're going to be doing, which starts on 5th of April. Booking is open, and this is another one that we're going to be doing. I haven't finished it off yet, but a nice little fancy fold, so you can see the gorgeous scenic papers there. So yeah, that's 2 of the cards to share with you that we're going to be doing on the next round of Coffee and Card. Now, I have survived 25 minutes with my phone balanced on a ruler, stuck with sellotape to a crate and weighted down with some clear blocks. So I will try and put a photo of the my setup on my social media for you to have a giggle at. But thank you for making me feel a little bit better about myself this morning, because I was a bit stressed when I realised. But I've done it, we've survived, and hopefully I've made a nice card for you. So adapt, improvise, overcome. Very good, I like that. AIO. So yeah, there we go. There is this morning's card. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I won't be doing a Facebook Live. I might actually try and do one tomorrow, but I will announce it on my socials. I'm going to have to press end at some point, and I'll probably knock my phone off. So I've got hold of my phone now. So thank you for joining me this morning, and for keeping me sane when I had a little bit of a mini breakdown. Thank you so much, and I will see you on Thursday night for Paper Crafts and Piano. Bye.